ela volume on bonde ni lat bando ke kana so stress wala way Barrow kuna le miss okay alimba dung sulani kunjaro la message kono acha ikatu the viewers wato nyaka time dada man barsa ya sandu ndale na information di wol men tangi Ghana na sinana nga wol cool tangi fatam fansali demanding sulani kunjaro kibaro mendi wala nyindi ko ko Adama Barrow la recent administration la claiming ko e Gambia Port Authority ya wala wafi wala Gambia la prison ya wala wafi Gambia Port Authority la sulani kunjaro ko tonyata akonyin kono. The reason behind the Adama Barrow man sakunda documentation on ya manipulate nyali da kaje ko isaje se Gambia la prison department nying is a claim ko kana e badi la Gambia Port Authority le ba take over la the Gambia Port Authority la managing director Mr. Jobate ani Adama Barrow kule dundete ma mealanko is over $4 million sa chikala kadi Adama Barrow la manzakundala in the name of so-called development. Mealanko 1/3 of that money went on, based on Adama Barrow la manzakundala corruption. Nobody knows where the money is. Ngana dalin fam vela dunda nansilandan sibona njala mbama kontonyeje. So instead of Biria Lonko, the former Auditor General ibe investigation o menke kan ni sulatako ibe tabe fudala dulal bailako the Gambia Port Authority amount of $4 million or dollars awole chekadi Adama Barrow la manza kondala in the name of whatsoever development plans na to the public domains abe criticism yin siande la Adama Barrow la manza kunda kan sai na tana plan ne da we plan o mende da wala nyende ko sai be mengela wala nyende ko because Adama Barrow la manza kunda this is one of their plan ko bina Gambia ibina new prison ne lola je international standard prison like any other prison. The moment Adama Barrow la manza kunda also now why are they selling this this prison to Gambia Port Authority? If you connect the dot, truly speaking, they are trying to hide some of their dubious activities. Yeah, me alongo abina fintlal to the public domain. So ibole taganka kunyintaka wiped out ka mabondi. But ninyi plan yinata kajigo. The Gambia prison now iba deal Gambia Port Authority. But Islamin kunjaro ikibaro na nako opposition political party shola. Yete ya find out. Adama Barrow la masakunda a Gambia president waf mendole. When did the financial transaction was yake? When was, if there's any financial transaction within the amount me alonko ya publish ko Gambia la president you wafita or la Gambia Port Authority le Gambia la president take over. When did that happen? And amount jelundaje. When did the financial transaction happen between the Gambia Port Authority and Adama Barrow government? Then this Sulanin Kunjaro Gambia on Sulanin Kunjaro tanks kajeko. This money was handed over to Adama Barrow based on whatsoever political reasons. Wale bina find like Gambia to the public domain. You come back and Gambia outsmart. Ganyo false information on yintanga dealer. Kajakombe prison nyimba wafila port lela, but the money was handed over to Adama Barrow. So that's why they come up with this story to fool the Gambians. How can Mile 2 be sold or to be sold to GPA when they are supposed to build a new port? Can you imagine this? There are supposed to be a new port authorities. Walela annex in Sanyang. Me along kabiri ya jame na time ole udla to nyi locket. Ya jame gunyu law business tycoon o lang konte o alaji konte. Awola keno membu sapulu. I feel inata wole busi ya jamala masakunda wole busi kunjur taikono nyina anata je loket go Gambia Port Authority nyanta billa ulalo that money ulado propose la proka 7-star hotel on build in Sanyang. Then Gambia Port Authority Yajiko, they are going to build a new port in Sanyang. Wolbina Gambia Prison Talamun Dalili Jumal, an institution within the Gambia government taking over a prison department. Meanako prison is under that. It's another Gambia prison department is another institution in the Gambia government. Connect the dot. How can a port authority Ibe Gambia Immigration Department iba annex nona to another institution, government institution. There is the story doesn't tell well about the corruption scandalous. Me alanga be caring Adam Barrow Mazakunda kono. Yes, I heard about that, Mr. Sise. It is very sad. So nimboto na word lato. Another story me along Kalbina Mola Jawala Nyindego. Adama Barrow. Another Manzakunda. A so-called land policy. The land policies. The so-called land policy. When did Adama Barrow realize Alamanza Kundanya and the land policy that we need to protect the lands in that country? How, when, and why? Sulanin Kunjaro wale kisikisi na rata fintali na nje, you know? Sulanin Kunjaro wale kisikisi roko na rata menfili na wale nyendiko. Nali I remember Adama Barrow. Just hold on. Okay, good. Sorry for interruption, you know. So, Nali Ajigo, Adama Barrow Masakunda. Adama Barrow Masakunda Ngajeko, a so-called conference Leloniko. They are recently launching of the national land policies by President Barrow. Ako Sulanin Kunjaroko Akumoma Soto Amman Soto Nimu planet Mealonko. Adam Barrow na la mafial ye planet la pour coming Adam Barrow la Manjum states. Alialonko there are certain company wala Gambia reserve land on Dolebije in the Gambia currently is owned by Adama Barrow Manjum States. Adama Barrow Manjum States ala kabir Adama Barrow be UDP yanaga flag bearer Manjum State ikamoneke. They are just a rent collector. Like Adama Barrow was directly dealing with the Sarakule businessman. Many are going to rent. And what happened at the end? Woleka Adama Barrow ka do ko Sarakule community le kataka lanyenta wala ke la bon di la kataka rent ni ba rent la maybe 10 or let's say 5,000 a month. Adama Barrow katala bon di mo la me ala ko ba jola 6,000 or maybe 6 months deposit ka wala jo bon ni kono ni ota wali Sarakule Adama Barrow how Adama Barrow nyen aka kodoni made no wala to like extra profit to support his family and other so-called Manjum states. And then this Sarakule left Atala, the Kordal Samole. He was kind of agent near Koranyin sang it happened to me. Then the mole problem was Rolala. Near Korra Sana, it is a Koranyi left our wife maybe let's say $100,000 is letter. Agent will mean go transact land transaction on you can 10% len you need law code on you. You understand? So you come again. What agent will need a code on you sang. Or a land you sang. It either it will be 10% dealer, the agent will wale kodo your mayor when a 10% you request it la code on you. So that's how Adama Barrow karjera. So bring Adama Barrow na power. Inaraji ko ya jamela property jamabiji. Yaja Adama Barrow ye molded use on behalf of the Manjum states. Niaje nyin commission on land commission on membe caring tank. Ima kwenye lafta kwenye Adama Barrow la masakunda be back of kanje mune because Adama Barrow la Manjum state is wala Adama Barrow na la associate or la Sarakule communities. They are the major beneficiaries in Jame assets. And some of the Gambia reserve land on many alongo. Yelande le purposely pro Mansakunda nita they left a development okela. While they left another company in create la. While they left a hospital build lalto. Maybe, Mansakunda opportunity so to juice company le money. Be Gambia reserve land on many tala. Adam Barola Mansakunda na la mafia a so-called investor. You will learn into Kalisi with a certain amount of money. But in another money, another Manjum state probably own huge amount of lands within the Gambia reserve lands. Kabiring Mamadou Ahmad Banata ministry, land ministry. In Arabic, there are so many dubious transactions. Immediate family, I will benefit Allah. So, in order to protect Adama Barrow or land soul, most likely in case Ning Adama Barrow in Sonda Adama Barrow Tambeta in 2026, what is going to happen? Adama Barrow be new constitutional natila. Me Adama Barrow ala aba backlale to an extent. Nde ku soto nde sila soto lala Gambia ngul de sila soto lala tinyaro mbeki lala mazakunda pruka kidini. And every properties are sort of Bangkok. Ibe lual menu dunlan lade ba iba anak lale. Ibe instinct lale constitutional nye ba instinct lale in a way that Adama Barrow is going to be protected as former president. And as a former president, ala beneficiary ala ba basic knowledge and including ala properties. This is going to be a governmental hodge to an extent. But greatly for the rest of our life. So this land policies is nothing but Adama Barrow another surrounding ilaftawo ilitole empower ka Gambia la kombonko la problem o bale bulo kono sa yalon Gambia development o be niaji be development o must decentralized no niaji be the provincial town and the villages are suffering niaji the health system in a Gambia provincial town and villages government far unnecessarily because the development, the so-called development on a centralized the greater Banjul area even including Dolmeni along Guru Sandot Niamo Kare Korasan ila force Koreka Samindole greater Banjul area Komborek San Komobedam the Silang Adama Barrow na lanyi so-called investor menikana. It cannot reserve land or check a card in the name of investment. But nina la jibe jumala ke benefit wo lease company nyene ka ukodale wo property solmenta ke lease. It can usually on behalf of their own, like for instance Manjum state leka property ni own yene a lease wo investor be kodomenjola Manjum property le be benefit la wala. The Gambia government be only benefit mensolage well in the so-called tax treasurers ninka Adama Barrow le mako. Adama Barrow is involving all kind of business in the Gambia like Yaya Jammeh was deliberately doing business to benefit his surrounding. Wala found everything Yaya Jammeh involved akonomo Yaya Jammeh for personal involvement. But Adama Barrow na tani nyina kocha. Now I have to do it other way around. Mbemuna close associate mbari ndingolo and other things mbole involved in the business on inkono to enrich myself. But all the financial transaction on behalf of Adama Barrow the Barindingola company, all the money nyimbeka directly akata Adama Barrow. Adama Barrow is the sole responsible of he own that account any financial transaction okadundament. So Gambia dingolo Nali mang Adama Barrow la Mansakunda Nala Senta Adama Barrow la Mansakunda Tamida in 2026 is going to be very terrible for you. Adul Gambia dingolo mechi ninje. anu nina rajibe Adama Barrow la mansakunda Gambia reserve land ol men yalanko ya wafi foreign investor la ani Adama Barrow la close associate ol including our business partners. Fendi they almost sell everything. Nina rajibe sa Adama Barrow kana moneke selanga na yin common kolo ale problem also. The Adama Barrow la land policy bina kila money. The policy be may introduce la wala nyende ko the combos. Let's say the Brikama Bojang Kundas, the Brufut Bojang Kundas, the Gunjur Ture Kunda, Dabo Kunda, Minemu founding father of Gunjur. Ninata Bojang Jibe and Tures in Gunjura area, they have a mighty lands, many alongo, in a great forefather sold the tamati. So this land policy in Mankana, Adama Barrow be another eba blended with eba Sambara National Assembly to approve. Ibe power de la Gambia dingola comme kola la la reserve la no meni ale men bonnina la ancestral bole beje ale ka menu do ko la konguto do ko Adama Barrow la mansa kunda bina forcer le dila la ka tale bolo because na reserve la no nyin sanne ya bang ale nyin safali ya landi so nyim policy nyim bekela men di wala nyindi ko wo kombon ko meni alanko the indigenous kombonkas many alanko good, especially let's start about Gunjur. Ali land nyensoto. Let's say Ture Kunda family la land nyendi. Wala Dabo Kunda family la land nyendi. It's a mighty land and it's a forest. Me alanko ibuka je do ufang. But yalonoko is belong to the Ture Kunda clan in Gunjur. Wala Bojang Kunda clan in Brufut. Adama Barrow la new policy me abina lundila. Wala nye mansa kunda bina wale forest to talale bulu. Bakila ko Gambia reserve land wala with the intention ko Adama Barrow la mansakunda le be benefit lala. This is going to be one of their land policy be me introduce la je. Altul kombon ka dingolo alla banko alla land iba talale bulle deliberately in the name of the new Adama Barrow la this land policy me ala mansakunda lafta kadu ndi kaje ko men ko Gambia dingol nyanta banko mansakunda nyanta na banko dingol la land policy nyi manke any protection ti ibe menke ka wala nyinde banko dingol la right banko dingol meni alanko the indigenous founding father of the villages and towns many tamu lade ilafta o sembo bushila wolele bulusila banko diati to le nyame lafta ka kyola nyam because Adama Barrow mansakunda be bankrupt le nam financially they are dead. Neo Busa lebina munekela. Nyim private state companies so lebina more priority dealer wallela. It will be now land in talaka wafi wallela. Puri Adama Barrow mansakunda survive no lanyame. And look at this. How many private state company lebe Gambia gonna be? The banko dingol many alanko la private state companies so Adama Barrow mansakunda bokol empower. But I can foreign so-called foreign investment na say kana banko chike kadiwal. Common call problem of bablo. Nale carte fight Adama Barrow ya tamete common call abe fola la carte. Albe fola la banko bela. Abina alaba lanto la phone le ani nyomi. Jara uka nase wafi no problem. Nasi jara wafi no problem. Sulanin kunyaro la taman to na futa. Adama Barrow la mansakunda. And in the Gambia IEC, plan never larable. Plan Juma level larable. Ibe mune quarter toward 2026 presidential election. But Janimbo delibala. Opposition political parties all. They are more besiare. Opposition will be new mala. Oppositional be diamola, oppositional man, oppositional lacked a focus damando. Ninga opposition model GBB analysis on the killer. Ko avocat drama analysis in Casilanga Jale. Not because he did a fantastic analysis. But those analysis and reality meme Gambia Banko Kani, Adama Barrow Mansakunda la mafia be memplan can these are two different things. Ning Gambia Dingolo. Opposition on Gambia political parties all. ale Gambia dingol consider ale Gambia dingol consider ko o fuarol membe o banko ke be patarine kon ko le Gambia no le ka stable ndi amuta moye me alon ko be project o ron kan Gambia ko nyako Gambia dingol la do le BJB ni mano tabi parita to menela daboro le ke jale ikawolandi le wularo wala o samoni tabiro o daboro jare kana ka wala lendi la kino kan santo pray kandi ay foyado mandi ne ya dam nga ko when Gambia la condition of dawla ko ne kabonam provinces le akonye this banko is already dead fakan but Gambia opposition political party shola Nali Gambia ding consider ko o po innocent Gambia no membe Gambia kono ana waro la mansa kunda fail tale woefully anu Gambia need to rescue lale ndama Gambia opposition political party sol nyanta dunna kullo bonnabi ye fata nyola ali nyobula even more many yalan ko retired dabonde political kono and they are prominent politicians like Halifa Sallah Gambia opposition political party sol be nyanda dunna bunkono le te dum bunkono ye kullo bunk yatande Gambia no la ko na manke doku nyini lalti because opposition political party dole be je wolte sonna ka coalition okay because be moneke ne coalition okay bina jela ko ni political party sol be kafuta nyola na modol be je wolte doku sotla and wo mon men be o political party sol kono itol ye fankele ko itol without it all o political party should function because moneketa ila fundraising activities will be a bonnet to the bar for it will a responsibility. They are a bunch of job seekers. This is both home and abroad. Nina political party should mambul ibuka political party language nin taka bulaka Gambia dingul take full. Adam Barrow will continue. And when Adam Barrow continue, that will become a disaster for the future generation to come. Although funding kelmeni yalan kon to la age and la generation of Gambia be wala future be tinyata de Gambia janin kana Adam Barrow la plan so la ning IEC be men koto left any message to the political party so la follow ndo la current generation in the Gambia ila future be tinyata de Anunia jibe mol member siring Gambia, the youth man on member siring Gambia, will mantra any noise maker about these political differences member caring. Because all came mina ila daily life iba balula nyadile. Will came mira mune be o banko bulano la nyadile kaduna tubabudu. Bialaji baby almost 190 people let died. Funding kelo na sama alifalo. 190 people died, including both Senegalese and Gambians. Adult opposition political party should many alanko funding kel many alanko be fata will nyanta carte file al tolle probably win sama but sala ye minus le soto because funding kel le fata many alanko nyin current man sakundani a more la feature nyin ama consider they are desperate in that country for that being the reason il after banko bula kana tubabu du jan kela balunya sonia ne anila alifal koma b o funding kel le fata was a minus to the opposition political parties. Calculate. Funding kafa and this funding kafa they are minors. Any funding la dendi ko dunan Gambia kono biya kakata duma sidola. That funding is hopeless about Adama Barrow Mansakunda because Adama Barrow Mansakunda le wala feature beta ya betinya. Sao be hamela munela. Either new opposition political party sholine bankota wala Gambia bula finda ta harje nyini to bawdo na nafa. Umunjumale minors ti. Opposition party shola minors leti across the all opposition parties, including the NPP la supporters all. NPP la supporters all Jumala Barrow. Many are close to the power corridor. Nyimbanyin mafia la kapfol wole hanata wole mantara dokola Adama Barrow Mansakunda but ika kodomen sunya Adama Barrow Mansakunda ike la mafia group all many are yelo ni la kiamano group also ika wole ta ike mako ika balu but adult opposition political party shola fan soul jelebe batarinja alkanyin ndolmen be mudia mulati jang tubabu on behalf of the Gambia issue la ala la demaro kono afuta nyaonya mol be jele men yana ko ke la problème ol fontel ni ala men harje dumbulo ta problème ko solve la bar mo jele la harje bu ka dum dol bulo ko the selfishness I see among the Gambia opposition political parties is disgusting. Even more than a political party in the world be to Mamanarek. I can't find after common shuttle in Gambia political in terms of coalitions. Even political party in the world be and a political party law. Ako nimbe mo tomo kela mo tomo nyanta bolanto lelekono. The biggest political party should fana Gambia kone bajela ko ni man tolta antol fana te nda taman condition on yin fana landing on la nyino koto wote nyanta bulalan tole no manta any coalition made la with other opposition political party. Gambia dingol lal concern I left of Gambia dingol men marala bang fondo I left a particular individual or leke la manza the pro employment on la surrounding yol ibinado the same po taxpayer so la kodo iba batra din do wala nyame modol be bula jantu ba wala ke batle particularly ninyi manza kunda carry wood and our qualification table and knowledge table is any meaningful development or not in Gambia Bangkok, but they would love to work with government because money in man achieve no la life kono ila so-called education of man see no kono ibita Gambia masakunda odu kunyi no proko achieve bobo ne no mindolo o po taxpayer so mene ki nene kuma foreign fola kuma dima ninna ta masakunda bene kilal ibole ibisi strategy le use la keteke fanta ke fa enrich alsen diamla balbe jibe ni Facebook ko kono jam be molati no matter whatsoever education a man sort of, they are looking for job in the Gambia. Can you imagine this? Gambia di wala fele ila feature beti nyata Gambia funding kelo ikira dendi ko wurele kela ale fal la ko do wure kela ale fal ni la dimbal to siringe police kala dendi ko uniform of fay ami kela uniform baye ka bula kulunga wala ko kana to awdu ko dinyo le ite ka campaign ke to awdu je ko kata do ko ke Gambia masa kundale Gambia ite be mune kuto al kana Gambia foire din jamala batare ko Bangkok including my families and your families. Alkana political tone you use to fool the Gambians. Ndengamana wala ni NSGWP party lota Gambia alla banku di yambe ole dunla sonno moko no follow. Nyina mo message odi. Mena sotla kana kafo Gambia. Gambia dewa. Ngoya temo ni mo be di amana tele ma kan question si fa again. Where in the world where there is a coalition, always a big party that lead the small followers. You know, in this certain case, we have to follow I'm not going to answer this question anyway because that's a very big misunderstanding. What is the meaning of coalitions? Niamo coalition be kila dauda every particular term and conditional landi. Of course, the minority, the small political party has to compromise with the majority, while the biggest party. But the biggest party also will finally compromise a certain term in order to make a coalition with the small parties. Look, hadamadi only beti. Itala term and condition is not permanent. It's not compulsory. It does need to be accepted. Alka compromise nyoena. Amanki dina da wala amanki constitution me alonko ya intrincle. Ko amanya na change la is a negotiation. Every coalition is negotiate. Term and condition on the the small one has to obey certain terms, but the biggest one also need to compromise in order to make a conclude agreement. It's absolutely bogus when it's just pure nonsense. Anyway, Esa alafu mole ko Gambia no be fakane. People are dying in the Gambia. People are dying. Ale Gambia for already will consider ale kana la personal interest in taka jibe. Al compromise. Al opposition parties all moda. Anyway, let's go back to the topics. The Adama Barona la Masakunda, ye plan on Yindale, anala IEC, a secret meeting on a shuttle. Yakedali Lomena Walling in the Qua, at all opposition political party show. Ilatal divide Lale to an extent, Pralkana, a tangible agreement ye shuttle. Some other opposition political parties has to be paid dividends. Police boycott Ninkeno Yame. But another political party be strategy solely useful to ban those people from not registering. And the reason why this analysis ningake jantumana diamo be siala bake but mba fulale sandola ten. Ibenke kandalilo mena wala nyindiko. Niman son the entire opposition political party solely killing. Wala ni suspicious mind sotoko. The Gambia opposition political party should be kila kilindi. Wala te kila kilindi. Iba make sure to divide them. Ibe divide la nyadile. Don't sort to be part of the coalitions. They will use money. Even some of the political parties should not be their own sponsored by Adama Barola mafias to form their own political party. Ojama lebina. And Yinibina Kela Moneti. Nimbekela Moneti many alakebola opposition party should strong hold solid. At later part of the show, will be an Adama Barola endorsed. So if a strategy may use la wala nyandiko ni believe tako the opposition party should be making a killing dile. Albe kujel Adama Barola mansa kunda kono be. Albe sila la liye don. Yes, because that's the end of Adama Barola Mansakunda. But obe keno la nyadile. Opposition political party should la nyanta nyobulala. So Adama Barola Mansakunda be mune kuta silang. It will about feel like if UDP, for instance, nying other political parties should manta la UDP come to form a coalition. Ibe mon strategy they use la koteke. Ibe menkela wana nyindiko. Ni other opposition political parties should maintain a coalition. Okay, for Adama Barrow faith to them, where is a landslide for him, and this is just a simple majority, and simple majority being added. This is why the division in any political party can affect in both ways, especially one of the most formidable member of your parties. Wala ninga molje buru hahala in Facebook okono. More many they are just clueless. They are not even informed about the reality in Gambia political landscape. Sometimes you doubt it. Ika model me is completely clueless. Ama any connection sort of me how Adama Barona la mafia ka work nyadele. Mune mula next plan yende. They are just ranting like old generator on Facebook. But thank God to Mark Zuckerberg. I Facebook a money generating machine money. You can spew all your nonsense to get money. The kind of tones he can use is disheartening. I was like that before. So I will not do that. But anyway, I don't want to masakunda menke wala nyindiko. Niaje ko so nyato there's the agreement is sort of among these political parties. No, let me just mobilize them for next time. But I have a very terrible information. Me alanko ninga info to mama neto mol bajala ko was a political suicide. But I'll be for the line later. The few individual in box la wala. Katana lako. This is what Adama Barrow wants. Okay. The Adama Barrow lama sekondani IEC and Sidin Jai and Dr. Ismail Sise 2 weeks ago, the Joe Colley and Adama Barrow, the official meeting on Soto at State House, right? Adama Barrow in nationwide talk. Adama Barrow disappointment of Menjala in nationwide tola, especially in Greater Banjul areas. Kabonam Foni, Kadunam for Banjul, Adama Barrow got a very terrible disappointment. For the fact that Adama Barrow la moli data collection or like now. Adama Barrow la moli they believe in data. Gamene wale safalia landing. Molo they believe in data. Adama Barrow nyole mole londe to kataka ila on survey ke kajeko. Adama Barrow a popularity soto montole and abaso to kanyadi. I told you United Democracy Party la molo. I remember one of Allah very strong businessman o membota gunjuru lang conte Adama Barrow e mentala masakunda la bank account ya be freeze ya force ka bondi Adama Barrow la masakunda ka bondal UDP kono ka samba Adama Barrow la masakunda aliana bi obe jelle made kang in Adama Barrow la government kono wala nan kale ko aling ndolo opposition political parties we need to work very hard toward Adama Barrow. This current Adama Barrow case strategy mene ya suppress kala bank council taka be block be ni tala nyim provincial town this provincial electrification of baby caring Gambia la entire province kono a contract ko Adama Barrow achika did that manela aliana ika operate nyali ika kuran yiro lo kian kono kian ne mira kian na bare ngole Umar bun nyola ulang kono ni boda keneba ni tankunda tema ngaje male kita kian jamar nyol kono waro ni ndobida nyobori na tara na kodo kedo lende sa ama alin kafa ne mani kafa kala akaranda na mero le bulu ndata wala ya lifola nimme bokal na jamar ni jomar tema nka sulu le moy wurla wula ana mbolo ka kura yiro le londi wod lato bi aka mita di la so kono free yena bodu la reta sara gobo bravo fofana no aliano Adama Barrow ka strategy le use allow UDP la like allow businessman atonde alaji konte daba nani menga UDP support no financially Manyinan tegla bina mo fala in diaspora kono Adama Barrow na Gambia rural electrifications ala installation o mumia ba bechika di wala la business on revive brabal opposition on kono. I shouldn't say this in the media because ndebe la fila fa wedo ko ke with Adama Barrow la masakunda ko hani ya jamela masakunda o time obe UDP kono but ya jamela masakunda ka contract ko dia like survive and Gambia ding on him because he's good in what he does bi Adama Barrow will realize amurunda kam but Adama Barrow jiba nyimba nyun mafia men beta e park na wek e kamuneke ibe Adama Barrow la masakunda nyinta ba sabotage kam nimman nin ko be director yala ji o sabotage ni Adama Barrow la masakunda o bondi yete indo mol natiji e ka balu Adama Barrow la banko la nafulo because ka fa no sura den generate karin la je na nyanda sana 100 million la Adama na sana nyanda sana 10 million la e ko Adama Barrow e ko 100 million ya beta ya talanta la nyotema Adama Barrow will realize Ajeko these are the indigenous Gambians many alonko ninga project o dila ko left ni ba kila nyamale a project o chika di like ala UDP ko la Dabanan Electoral Company owner ala ando be gambe di ngole employ ka ando gambe di ngole be do ko ke kai. You see how strategists Adama Barrow Mazakunda Kanyake. And that guy was an opposition, funding an opposition political party to challenge the sitting government. Bira pareda bala mone chala. Alma wise no. Atoli amanya aggressiveness in ka Masakunda ka fenko di mol. Kabula mol la private individual no many alanko they have more than 10,000 followers. Omancha atoli minority. The arrogance is that I was very arrogant. I can do it without fear or favor. But it's time to tell the reality. Gambia will be fakan. Ni youth man o men ka bonan Gambia ke la bakol package ka borinan kana tubabu duje tal altol opposition party sola la vote la ka reduce wonyama. They are dying because Masakunda membe ame hati. Alitalia opposition political party solar do econo, especially United Democratic Party. There are several arrogant few individual Gambia they can make Gambia so difficult to an extent. Ni Adamo Barrow winde to lebe mbulala masi bokono. Because of they are very arrogant. Itole afile ko ni tole malla fi menna weke nyadon ko tite doko so law banko kam. This is the reality. You can just say whatever you want, but this is the reality from me. The opinion in din. So Adama Barrow Masakunda ka in strategy like yamoneke ila data nyinata ya survey ya tani Gambia dingon lako. From Foni kabonan kalaji. Kananing Greater Banjul Mume Bela. Yajeko, they have a challenge at that end. Yamun challenge Sifala Sotoji. Nina Kombo Kono, you have United Democratic Party, a stronghold Sotoji in Greater Banjul area. In another fractional lenata, me alako Kombo Dingo Lelota. Kombo Dingo ka Kombo Dingo Fasa, le wole lamin J Dabonyol with the noob. And in Keba Madi Bojanyol. So near Gambia political landscape ni Jibe. Gambia molmen bekalo Gambia kono. Gambia la mansa kabrin Gambia la independent so kombodingo ne manke mansati. Kombodingo ne manke mansati. Jawra botamindola barajale. Baro botamindola bolonkono makamankunda. Ya jame botamindola na manke kasa masifamati. Rabota sade nindolo kanilai. So Kombore mu kimmekati in politics. Ning opposition party sole provinces based sweep. Ning Anambra a Greater Banjul from Kalaji to Banjul now went to he's going to be the Excellency the President. Senegal or Serekunda wala KMC and Brikama Damma in combined is almost more than 500 to 700,000 people population wise. Alta Jibo Sale data nyenta. Alambaro survey mendiala the local individual member provinces like Makamankunda, Saragubu, Sarasofi, and all surrounding Kananyam village you can kian like Umar Bunyola Sateto. Ye kurangole dundi wole outlato, ye meter dealer free, inata combo kono, phone kono, ye kurangole loyeje, ye meter the dealer free of charge. A provincial town, a provincial villages like those villages. Going to that opposition, going to election with the sitting president, mayo electrification on you provide more men than a miracle. Kurambe futale na makon sakonse jisuma me sunkarokon. It am opposition party so wol mol ke mira nyame. Opposition party so be fenne so law lato. So Adama Barrow Slovenia Tandalako from Kalai Qatar about to Konkalale. Challenge Babul Mintola Willem Brikamati. While a Greater Banjul area kana KMC. Munat na be challenge shot loud lado. Yalla. Ye UDP langan so masin shot loud lado. Yana ta minto KMC. A Taliban suda soto. And then in another in combine ye keba madi boja nyolsoto and in lamin je dabo. So the greater Banjul area, and then let's say greater Banjul area is completely divided into 2 or 4 different giants, between the 4 different giants. The incumbent, a power total and money. Adam Barrow will spend not less than 200 to 300 to 500 million dollars in Greater Banjul area in this coming election. Aliyalanale mistake made by approving almost $43.4 billion for 2026 budget. The same money will be used against you, the oppositions, in this coming election. A new banter, another supplementary bill be passed the National Assembly. The same National Assembly by approval before the presidential election by use against you. The IEC is already been bought. And they are working hand in hand Sunday. Because some of the political parties will deny from registering. I know them. I will not mention here because they are opposition parties. I need unities. From today. Mr. Sise, wallahi, billahi, tala, I tell you one thing. If there's a unity in the Gambian opposition party, so Anambra is going down. Right away. Nenga analysis odol jibe mole ya koko. That's sad. It is so sad. Anyway, medana janale bari. This is Slanin Kunjaro Melfonye. Prongananga Kibaro Nintanga and the messenger day. And I will continue to talk. Nemo baraje kodege. Yes, sir. I spoke about this yesterday. Not possible. This is about the downway journeys. Gambia opposition political party sol. I don't want to mansakonda. Funding ke jelle ka silo bulanga many are ko bibe fakan both day and night. Vocal balova. Kuranto jelle kantul consult nang kulo kono bi many are ko left a pruila it dimba lele be siri bule manjaro sorono. Opposition political party sol. Allah opposition dingola Allah militanolo. In natal norma. I dingo be kuranding jararo bebulu ali consider alkana community da development o da ma fogos alkan o banku dingol men yala ko ye carte fayali lotali la family balikoma ni sulata mako role natalia ali mako kibar jabal be laare mbulu jande and même fote ya be laare mbulu jande including na kiamano le na mayor le na ward councilor nina PRO ali mako yale fuaro le muta ali mako yi wala family le kate fayali ya di alla bi albe men kono bi wodo ni sulata la mako ro la kullo kono ala dila al special budget ni health ni provider la department alto alla council la local government community sol kono al health program of fanata al kana scholarship program o da madi mo la pro katambe ka media ni capture kaje ko nganyine ke pour student bi nyanda balula mena wala student nyanda karamoto nyina wala ngani million carnet di ni word karina ali mol fana consider many alon ko dingol le courante bulu and they are less fortunate individual because Gambia health situation of Nyame is completely disaster. Woman personal advice to all the elected members in the Gambia. It be local government law, it be central government law. I'll health budget or prepare Gambia di oneko more many along with the jaralo kenola Gambia and the shulata jarola outside. I'll kodo di later jararola. Nga responsor na mole bulu many along ko. Be new for the media to money camera ko to the Gambia bere doku. But more killing for the just a little one. me alan kala entire family member bebe to level jere in faka e do ko kelka kibaro bonni nan dulato me alan ko ay telephone na fale bari bi o fudate ka makoro nyino mo bolo ya bayla ko wulo bala fa wata altol gamela opposition political parties political leaders all el fuaro consider o mol men kana yale ka proud al ke look low upon wala yale ke santo al be wolle je al ka taximen collect al ka do ko chala abuka bana la jibo kono men yale kije wole kata nale o murunda le kan al kana proud kale ka wole ke wole al buka febo ke moye ya diala le kale ya manage menu nata je ma manage wol muddin kurungol nete sun kanyol le wolti banata nata nata al ya manage ka di wala manjo ko men is a noble amage ko men. We have to thank you for that because of your decency and honesty. Wale wasabo, but I manke favor to those taxpayers all here. I may favor them because they deserve to live in a better life. So arawala masakunda funding kelifele be faka anu adama baro moment da maka fa Gambia kono be. So la kunjara ko Adama Barrow is just making abe akamanta abe containerin. Na ajibe the number of funding came in ka Gambia banko bra Adama Barrow la Soviet ajele ko number of people many anako ka banko bra wolte karre file because wala fijo tanista u banko kan. Akadna Adama Barrow la mansa kunna nene mansi ka press release from Bondi ka tani ko nyum funding kelmen fon ka fa Gambia kono ka tani be mu effort like la pro ko ta ka stop no. So Adama Barrow la mansa kunna ka opposition parties la molo ka fa opposition political parties all ale Gambia dingo la feature nyin consider ale bu ñoo blast la 90% be lorin bi kay ikal suku du may kale kele kale bula ka keloke menu kale bula o kelola wol bebe do ko ñinol la andi promise le ko be do ko le kela e man do ko men sotono tuwa du jang i me fanna fano men na jang i man kutu teno faye men na jang inata employment of Gambia within the first 4 years e bunja on yere mol be siring America 19 years i man ku keno e faye imagine mol ita i handpick i be do kola bi wole ke faje ko to le tamo Gambia dingolti. I'm not throwing stone to anybody. It is just a general statement. We have thousands of certain individuals among the diaspora. So Adama Barrow ya feel like any youth man me alon kala feature damage of bango kala bako chika yeshe minors, but he will replace no la nyadi de. The Adama Barrow la mansakunda immigration department on the key. More many alon ko ikafanyi nduma silokan to identify them ko Gambia no le world. And in the data you men control about the number of foreigners in the Gambia, BT Lomenkono is over 900,000 Gambian foreigners. Mark my word. And these 900,000 foreigners, there's a special data creator. Adama Barrow la mansa kunda e B. Many anako foreigner national sole be cloud lado. Alimale fanyininga dalili jumaat nabi. Adama Barrow la mansa kunda boka Gambia la ID card boka di Gambia dingola. Mole ID card apply Gambia B. For more than 3 months, Hansa Masor. Alimale Fanyin in Gatel opposition party sol Mundali Latin Anavara Masakunda because on the Gambia national identity card issue la Gambia Dingoli. Because in been election yaleko. But a Mundali Latin Ibuka na Gambia ID card ni Buka di Gambia Dingola. Opposition party sol albedere. Omanchale diamoti. Almas Shula Olona. You don't want to know that. I'll tell you or find out or information on your Bula agenda for later part of the show. Maybe in coming days tomorrow. Opposition party so I'll be lowering Gambia ding on labang. I left a Gambia ding on lay cut file left a killing on the wall. Adama Barrow the major headache for opposition. Falling fellow opposition political parties. The NSGWP is open to make coalition for everybody. There are target more 2031. It is certain. I swear, NSGWP party be registered Gambia kono janne. Mba campaign yo kuma sila karambonete from nursery school. ka dinno ka nationalism nyinta ka inject la mind nyin kono ya lon ko nim political party sol nata ya ka kuma foru ngo foye wala mona la lo nyata ko ba kala malaiko ti nyana nga fa ko hey to nga Gambia la je no any other person boduni la NSCWP party le boduni la o Gambia banko kono bi modol bi jowluma haji soto ko kuto namanke yaya menten sanyanti drum wala talben suda o kitali biggest problem woti alla molo la fa wala molo ala mata molo no manala ko her nga dogo yo barole to la problem woni bara to man problem zo ko dam mala atalla focus be kita out lato Gambia national identity card buka di Gambia di on Gambia banko kan mo nyini ga dalili juma na Gambia di on national identity card ni apply abuka soto bara wodi sem man sakunda la ka immigration officers sol bondi na Gambia iko kata ID card le issue another country kono jam katol banko di on balato membe Gambia meno sula tala alma o quick so nyini nga most of you people anyway me kala na la janne time to time so dalilo me atna ana baro boko wodi altale woni ninka bare israne ko nyala ko zen fale ko adama baro la Masakunda continue to do their survey be continue to collect the data as they wanted nyimol men fata dulalote ika immigration officers la willing to go and identify them ibota mintole ibota bankola mintole belori mintole. This was the meeting mayor of centered with the current IEC la director or the chairman and then another meeting on sort of iba make sure the reason why nyingeda mone be caring the Similex contracts na for several months ago well before the Similex contract on renewal the 2021 presidential election on the national identity card menica produce is a Similex and the same Similex company in ID card the voters card in promote ila contract on banda Masakunda left a contract deal another company but it should let a Similex company la data in electoral fraud ni menke 2021 data in a Similex level but he do hand over no Masakunda bunyadi ni man beng term and condition or ladder wala na adam baro Masakunda or contract on entire terminate ye Similex la contract on entire renew until 2026 after the elections because they need those status. Ibo kana nyadi. Opposition party so Alemanya ninka why the Siemens company la data ala contract has been extended. Alemanya ninka the commissioner member in Gambia IAC the corruption of mendunda nanje kabana President Barrow bolo me alamka water over 300 million me alamka dunta President Barrow la IEC la kiamano la jibola kono commissioner men nati nanje opposition la man demonstrate kata kawli kele kaje ko commissioner la reporto nyine bonnina investigation of the attorney firm auditor general la report nyine bonnina ko adam Barrow la Masakunda individually IEC la kodi olete deliberately sent to IEC the staff for the personal account on your including the current chairman of the IEC. The manta okwonin kele monat now happened. What is same morning will a pending case be carrying? In Adana will a pick the chairman of that independent electoral commission. What didn't concern all opposition political parties all. I told them your busala. Amato Gambia di informal la finyola nyato tala. I'm possible. But anyway, me ofana kundula janato. Obekela special topic for another day. These data collections, Adama Barola Masakunda will continue to do that. Ning Adama Barola Masakunda is shorter core. Going to election with a divided united movement or with a divided opposition political parties is going to be a landslide because Anambra Sove Mendila from Kalaji, Kata Base or Koina is owned by the sitting presidents. Anambra Kayo Bankle. nyo sabo betarabul damendo the kingmakers the kombonkers bar kombonko la salon ko aram baro kana la banko le be busalla alla lansol ila in land policy kombonko li bala land bushilalla nal sonta aram baro ko ne 2026 albari greater for the rest of the so obekela mo de keba ma de bojan ni lamin je dabo yene Taliban suda sodo the KMC, one of the strongest another opposition political parties in KMC, is another division within your opposition political parties. Alte Benna, Ale Greater Banjul control the kingmakers. Ale auto control the opposition political parties. Ye Keba Madi Bojan Sodo, Ye Lamin Ye Dabo Sodo, Ye Taliban Suda Sodo, the next president of the country, Ye UDP Sodo, Ye Halifa Sallah Sodo on board. Ni bela party support la support ndate la kuta atol mo tali unity ta atol la siri nyale bo castigate la katul ma haji so e kam da ko castigate ngamra ko castigate aka kodol dia la Facebook alto ni Facebook ndefo be max avela ngafa ni Facebook monetization on nga stop. You have a very useless Gambian on many anako betu bablu and they are very useless without Facebook. Ndemalo Gambia funding ke hamo sort of fatamita. Barika model je wole fana useless tele fatamita. Tubabole every opportunity in Bangkok. The environment is beautiful, job opportunity. You can rebuild your life at anyhow you want it, but they are just useless. Well, better sirinjele ke use as a tool. Mark Zuckerberg be in Facebook monetization on your stop la. Mbafra Gambia dingolo mniya the moment ya register ila kore location ya afane ko Europe. The moment ya plundi down be block. Because our nonsense is about in Facebook okay. Inende kuma for me is educative. Ila divisive statement are causing the poor innocent Gambian in that country. It is completely ridiculous. Medana le you know. Program on them bulujata panna. But sometimes ka come falen ko. Gambela protocol from Canada have building chalale. Ninjaran called be sofa la jare is sofa. But na baby galola, na daddy's princess. Na na jara queen na. Nkajira ko jara deserve a better life like Nyomi. You deserve a better life. Jara nyanda subo do malale. Jara ko manyana balula nyi jaro da malamenka bona Nyomi. Nga Nyomi nkole nga nyemuta na nkombo nakata nkonga wafi jara jara nka fuda nyama be kumu. Jara nkole ka wale say ya domo. Jara deserve a better life. And Mr. Songo, Jara deserve a better life. So, Yala memon halale. Kiam kolle. Kiam badibu ni nyomite ma bale boto. Ndolanga bala sodanga balwa. Kiam kolle furundi ndomo bale fala. Ati unity sotlanga nga artificial basin kiam. Dada Umar Bunjiba ya ulon fa nyele tabi ntenga la ko yala nyimban fa mata nyedo na furundi do ma fa kiana so afela invite jama ja ka furu aka nyaw tabi nya kenne man ka domo alwa unity soto you know bade bun ko na le inta advantage ya na le problem o soto la so kianko ngala apologize sa la nemisa la min sana la mola OIC ngala apologize. In fact, Queen, I feel Sweden ngala apologize. So, well, the Jawara, ndego umunte title leti. The Gambia la social media ba umunte title leti. Nde memfonde la karola ukupane. Ndemo hypocrite oldi. Mulo leti. Ando ikafanya adida. You know, I love the fanya ba. Ndemo better as a title because yala nima hadama dingo long. The more mantle long be will se kumo be for non ten. Ninda parita menkela media kono be. Well, anything. Mba bekela jana I don't even feel bothered. Because I don't know who Mark Jana meant. Yeah. I don't know Mark Jana meant. A bunch of selfish individuals le mol bulanyim funny situation okono be. The politicians. Wolem bulanyim funny situation okono. Greedy dogs sold them from a tinna farm. Adam Barrow Tarato and others. Look. Could do be jenin komba falambina jelam be menkela wala binyin. I'm a very proud individual. No follow from 2016, 18, 19, can from the being menkono. Everything. Ngame for semuruna kanne. But ye manipulate because of ngana weighing no le bula because in the moment in water. And it needs to close no everybody. Needs to close no nyawanyala. Wala needs to start no cookly nyawanya. Near cookie mealanko is run to man be findling agents. Tell opinion on it. Buddy? Mr. Jamara. Let them call you. Ngela comment so no, you know. You made a very, very good comment, but that doesn't go well with the far rights. Yalong the far right to Yamenako, Gambia election no kata sere kuna market all the wala break hamaka, some break hamala market all it. Gambia Benjamin be nin tata tengambe, some of the 2021 seed and geleta more dollar. And answer be confusing in Yamat. Ale de ma UDP became a very strong political party. Puri la model elect no wole do no they don't know wole court fight. Then he pant fight. Egonde don't have like a ceiling. Ndamanda findi like a political party solman. Dole amna ko be ceiling fence like ndamanda fence okay, you know. WMC President Ben. Parenka menfale. Ndete sila nga PDOIS mabi. Ndete sila kote nga mama kanema. Ndete sila kote nga Esa Falma. Even na former coalition partner, the mighty UDP. You know, the mighty. You know the mighty, the United Yellowies. Especially not Yellowies course so nga membesa nyanda tala seminar attend la wala campaign nga beni la sila. Because into la concept, I realize that Gambia politics is very dark. But I'll say, I don't know kila leo mo fuaro membeje. Into la family members so many ala kona close association on jama bale batari o bankoka. I'll say all consider. Nale banko ta to remember position you know la. I'll say more better do ko keno na masakunda. More better do ko keno masakuna be struggle like any other or farmers will struggle nyamen ka survive and continue struggle laja nintu ba do kole atala ali amna bida o tax farmers la kodole sunya la ka balwala ali mira reki amakana ali mira so meda na jana bi program o be siarim bakele oh sorry nin jamano le moy be mbala bandala Programa be siarim bakale bari ba ko nyumla jeli no so nyenam problem motibi ali ajele so nen ko njaro information na sanga this is Gambia Immigration Department na logo al manyin karo ke dalil jumalati nabi Gambia de be siring Gambia a Gambian nationality me alon ko ala Gambia la passport wala la ex birth certificate wala produce kataka ID card nyen ala wala masakunda ke deny bari ka molu wulindi immigration officer so wulindi Gambia ikeki Senegal, ikeki Guinea-Bissau, ikeki Burkina Faso, keki Mali, keki Guinea-Bissau, kataka Gambia identity card ka dialla. Nalio ancestor natal opposition political party janala batla datili na Taliban sudala. Nalio fine nali along. Alsinal nyo. Aliye show tako. Aliye election me anambaro na la mafia government be membe plan ka itoli aliya longo santa intoli be election me kono Gambia dingo be ba file tolle wata hanal man fam bada anal man fam bada to go and ask that questions Gana fara so la commander fella, you know. Kitabuli ba? Ga fara so la commander. So me generated later, but nga lebe la na nyim view la because nga jibe almost 2,000 3,000 almost 2,000 plus leba. Ibe jibe kan kulloto ya lani ibe jibe kan vinyana. Thanks so much jizuga ba ka beta na ko kai jibe le, you know. So me na le jana to bi. Nga modo kirawo nga modol jelo fana lafta bush la nyin nantela yalon abdu st hydra bush nyin nanana nga ko mbe mako la ye more followers to generate more money on Facebook recently nga jamala go try kana mbe mari fana mako la to generate more money anyway. So medana le jana to be I have a lot of information to speak about, but tomorrow minale jane at the same time, 1 o'clock German time, 12 o'clock Gambian time, to give you one of the most sensitive tactics Adama Barola Mansakunda after May Yusla these 2026 presidential elections. Opposition parties, are you ready to unite? Fundalbe continue Alabama, Katunyo castigate la, while the Gambians are wallowing in poverty. This is my point. It's going to be a hard talk. So, Bejamanola, you know, you have the hard talk in Jamaican TV. German Jayko hard up affair. American Kanya, the real talk. No start lale. Ning campaign wato sita. Men energy le reserve kan. But time to time, be Finland and then. Ning kombendala political because NSGWP nyanda contest lale in 2031. Presidential election, and I swear hatavdiwa ning contester ning NSGWP party lota o Gambia banko kam many other opposition political party including Barrow incumbent Mbabe fala dak na Biden fenyo adav kidawde mbede soronna because nas secretary de Kenya lo wala kam mbe soronna Umar Bun mbo murundi la kianne Bafla jamano le ya murunda ita kiam frudo mola. What a baila. So I'll do it. Ciao. Bye bye.